These are the biggest churches in the world. Number 1, the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church is often referred to as the first church, so it's no surprise it has an impressive estimate of 1.3 billion members worldwide. From America to Europe to Africa, it has branches in almost every country. However, what makes the Catholic Church popular is not just its massive population, but also its stand on history. The Catholic Church is known for a number of unique practices, like praying with the Rosary, singing beautiful hymns, and its Sunday Masses. The Church traces its origins to Jesus Christ and the Apostles, making it one of the few churches to continue the teachings of the Old. Unlike most denominations, the Catholic Church is led by a pope. He acts as the spiritual leader and is the head of Catholic churches worldwide. The pope is supported by a network of bishops and cardinals who oversee the church's teachings and sacraments. This organizational structure has helped Catholicism stay connected with its followers through the centuries, also maintaining its global influence. The Roman Catholics believe in one God and the resurrection of life after death. These core beliefs are in the Nicene Creed, which they recite during Mass. They also follow a unique system of sacraments like baptism and communion, which are important to their spiritual lives. For instance, the Holy Communication signifies the body and blood of Christ. One of the major aspects of Catholicism is its universality. Whether in a small village or a bustling city, the Church does not fail to spread its message of love and hope. Its impact is also visible in art, music, philosophy, and even architecture. Now, think of the grand cathedrals, the masterpieces by artists like Michelangelo, the hymns composed by Mozart, or almost every religious movie, all products of the Catholic Church. Catholicism's influence goes beyond religious observance. It touches cultures and minds, leaving a forever lasting legacy. You can agree that the Catholic Church will definitely continue to live for centuries, probably till the end of the world. Next is the Yoido Full Gospel Church. If you live in South Korea, Seoul to be precise, and you have not heard of the Yoido Church, then you definitely live beneath the ocean. It would not be surprising if the fishes heard the sounds of their worship, though. The church is one of the largest in the world. It was founded in 1958 by 22-year-old David Yonggi Cho and his future mother-in-law, Choi Ja-shil, as a small church in a living room with just 5 members. Who would have thought 5 members would one day grow to 800,000 members today? But it took years to get there. It was not a one-day magic for this church to become as large as it is. Of course, you don't expect that the church multiplied that much in a few months. It took years of consistency. Within a year, the congregation grew to 50 members and they moved to a tent in Choi's yard. By the early 1960s, the church already had thousands of members, so Choi's tent was unable to accommodate its new number, and they moved to a new location in Seoul. In 1973, the church built a massive auditorium in Yeouido Island. Their relocation to Yeouido was the beginning of their massive growth. By 1981, the church had over 200,000 members. The numbers increased to 700,000 by 1993, and it won the place of the largest church in the world. This rapid growth was fueled by Cho's teachings on prosperity. He teaches that faith in Jesus brings salvation, health, and wealth. The church is also famous for speaking in tongues and faith healing. Cho's leadership and innovative strategies like the development of smaller branches helped the church grow massively. Imagine a large number of people worshiping in one place at the same time. Definitely these units were necessary. But Cho did not stop with the smaller units. He used mass media, publishing a daily newspaper, Kukmin Daily, to reach the growing number of members and, of course, call new members to the congregation. This perfectly expanding church, however, was not always perfect. Like the churches in the Bible, it faced scandals in 2010 for financial misconduct. However, this did not stop the church's growth. Yoido Church continued its work under Cho's successor, Young-hoon Lee, and maintained its name as one of South Korea's most known churches. Incredibly, this church is big on benevolence, too. It provides social welfare programs, including financial support for families with children, and has made efforts to address the country's low birth rate. At number 3 is Lakewood Church. This church was founded in 1959 by John Osteen and his wife Dodie in Houston, Texas. The couple reached millions of members worldwide through their television broadcasts before the unfortunate death of John in 1999. His death did not stop the ministry. His son Joel took over the church's leadership, expanding it to the 45,000 worshipers attending every Sunday. Lakewood is even more special because of its welcoming atmosphere and its aim to reach millions of people from all walks of life. The vision of this church was built on love and good values, with teachings that have touched the lives of people worldwide. Dodie is popularly known for her inspiring story of healing from terminal cancer. She is a hope to a number of cancer patients. Under Joel's leadership, the church has grown massively and has a broadcast channel with millions of viewers. The church is popular for its philanthropy, helping people in need worldwide. Alexandra Osteen, who is Joel's daughter, has become a key vocalist in worship at the church. She uses her beautiful voice to inspire a number of believers. Together with her brother Jonathan, Alexandra is helping shape Lakewood music, ensuring the message of hope reaches millions of people worldwide. Number 4 is Bethany Church. This is one of the largest churches in the world, located in Surabaya, Indonesia. It has more than 140,000 members. The church is known for its charismatic leadership and lively worship services and has branches in Indonesia and beyond into Southeast Asia. The church is a part of the Bethany Church of God denomination. This has played a vital role in shaping its identity and growth. Bethany Church was founded in Surabaya in 1978 by Reverend Prof. Dr. Abraham Alex Tanusaputra. Initially, it was part of the Indonesian Bethel Church (GBI) under Astra Honda Motor, often referred to as GBI Bethany Church. However, the church grew massively as the years passed. In 1985, it built a chapel with a capacity of 3,500 people, followed by the completion of the Graha Bethany complex in 2000, which could hold up to 35,000 people. As the church expanded, its reach spread throughout Indonesia and even to places like Bali, Jakarta, and other Asian countries. By the turn of the millennium, Bethany Church had established nearly 1,000 branches worldwide, with a membership base that soared to 250,000. Despite this rapid growth, the church faced a significant challenge in the late 1990s when the Synod of Indonesian Bethel Church issued a decree for all local churches to remove Bethany from their names and instead adopt a more generic designation tied to their location. This was a controversial move, especially for Bethany Church in Surabaya, where its leadership, particularly Reverend Prof. Dr. Abraham Alex Tanusaputra, was resistant to abandoning the vision of Bethany family success, which was a key part of the church's identity. However, the church has continued to thrive.
This is the holiest site on earth. This is a place where Jesus was crucified. This is a place of burial.
Although adapting to these changes, it has retained its strong focus on community and success. Today, Bethany Church is a prominent force in the Christian world, continuing to spread its message of faith and success across Indonesia and beyond. At number 5, the Hillsong Church. The Hillsong Church is based in Australia and has grown vastly, with over 150,000 members worldwide. It began in 1983 as Hills Christian Life Center, founded by Brian and Bobby Houston, and has grown to become one of the world's most influential churches. But Hillsong isn't just known for its large congregation. It is also famous for its contemporary worship music, with groups like Hillsong Worship, Hillsong United, and Hillsong Young and Free, which have released songs listened to by Christians worldwide. Their songs have managed to blend faith with the modern sounds of pop, rock, and electronic music, making Christianity even cooler. The church's mission goes beyond just worship. Its main focus is on reaching and influencing people globally, aiming to build a Christ-centered, Bible-based community. Their core beliefs are built on love and acceptance, as well as empowering Christians to find their purpose. They organize everything from youth programs to pastoral care, Christian leadership conferences, and community outreach. The Hillsong Church has proven that Christianity can be cool and go beyond the regular Christian approach.
Another part of Hillsong's job, as Pastor Brian sees it,
embracing modern culture, fashion, music, and social media to connect with younger generations. This approach has raised eyebrows in some circles, especially with figures like Ben Kirby, who created the Preachers and Sneakers Instagram account. It showcases expensive clothing worn by celebrity pastors, sparking debate about consumerism in modern Christianity. Despite this, it is clear that Hillsong and similar churches are making an effort to bridge the gap between faith and the culture people live in today. This trend, sometimes called cool Christianity, blends the sacred with the secular. It shows how, in modern times, religion and popular culture are intertwined. Hillsong uses music, spectacle, and even fashion as ways to make the divine feel present in the lives of its followers. In doing so, they've created a space where faith feels alive, engaging, and truly in tune with the times. Before we move to the next big church, do us a favor, like and subscribe so you don't miss out on our next video about the world's richest pastors. Number 6 is the Deeper Life Church. Pastor William Kumuyi founded the Deeper Life Church, and it has grown to be one of the largest and most influential churches not only in Nigeria, but also in the entire world, with over 200,000 members. The church has its headquarters in Gbagada, Lagos, a massive complex with thousands of members gathering to worship every Sunday. The church's message is centered on living a modest and holy life. It is so famous for its holiness that the church has become a synonym for holiness in Nigeria. The growth of the church is all thanks to Kumuyi's personal journey and deep commitment to the Bible. His sermons are simple.
If you come back to the Lord knows what to do at his own time.
Resonating with people from all walks of life. Whether it's a street vendor or a university professor, his clear and compelling messages have drawn different followers worldwide. What makes his preaching special is the way he connects the everyday struggles of people with biblical wisdom, making the gospel feel alive and relevant to the individual's life. His dedication to holiness is very contagious. Deeper Life has grown to become a lifestyle. Kumuyi is known for challenging cultural practices that are against Christian teachings, while still placing values on the good aspects of African culture, such as moral standards. The church has expanded its reach beyond Nigeria, with branches across the globe. The church is known for its miracles, testimonies of life-changing experiences, and the transformative power of prayer. Deeper Life is more than a church. It has touched millions of people with its powerful message of holiness and spiritual awakening. Next is the Milan Cathedral. The Milan Cathedral is also known as the Duomo and is one of the largest Catholic churches in the world. Its structure can hold over 40,000 people. The church is so massive that it feels like a small city inside. What will shock you about this church is that it took over 600 years to build, from 1386 to 1965. What is even more impressive is that this building is not yet finished. Construction has been going on in different forms over the years to maintain its grand style. The Duomo stands out for its stunning Gothic architecture, which is not surprising. What do you expect from a building constructed centuries ago? The building is massive in height and has a unique pink-white marble exterior. At the top of this building is the famous golden statue of the Virgin Mary Madonnina, which has become the symbol of Milan. And the number of statues here is mind-blowing. Over 3,400. Imagine worshiping in a place with statues everywhere you turn. Well, that is the Milan Cathedral. Many of these statues decorate the cathedral's exterior and were crafted by artists who definitely dedicated a lot of time to crafting these masterpieces. Inside, the cathedral feels surprisingly welcoming despite its size. It has vibrant stained glass windows dating back to the 15th century, filling the space with a beautiful glow. There are also statues of saints and religious figures, some dressed in their finest clothes. That's not all this church has to offer. It has a famous red light bulb above the altar, a place said to host one of Jesus's crucifixion nails. Every year, the Archbishop of Milan retrieves this nail as part of a special tradition. Visitors can climb up to the Duomo's rooftop for breathtaking views of Milan. You might even spot the snow-capped Alps if you're lucky enough. With its mixture of history, arts, and breathtaking architecture, the Duomo is a living symbol of Milan's culture and spirituality. Number 8 is the St. Peter's Basilica. This church has one of the most impressive buildings you will ever see. Think of the best of the best. That's St. Peter's Basilica. It is one of the most famous churches in the world with over 60,000 members. The church was built between 1506 to 1615 on the site where Jesus' popular apostle St. Peter himself was buried. That is where the beautiful name sprang from. Michelangelo designed its massive dome and is one of the tallest in Vatican City. The inside is just as impressive as the outside. It houses works of art by legendary artists like Michelangelo and Bernini. One of the most famous pieces in the building is Michelangelo's Pietà, a stunning marble sculpture of Mary holding the dead body of Jesus. Another is Bernini's Baldacchino, a giant bronze canopy built over the main canopy. The church is a treasure trove of art and history. It is an attraction to many tourists. Underneath the church, there are tombs of many popes, including St. Peter himself. The basilica's history dates back to the 4th century when the first church was built over St. Peter's tomb. However, by the 15th century, Pope Nicholas V decided it was time for an upgrade to the church. As the popes changed, the project changed hands with new architects and designs. Bramante originally planned a Greek cross layout, but later architects like Raphael and Michelangelo built the Latin cross shape we see today. Over the years, St. Peter's Basilica has been a site for major religious events and attracts millions of visitors every year. People come from all over the world for religious service or just to admire its beauty. At number 9, Living Faith Church. Living Faith Church, or the Winners Chapel, is one of the largest and most prominent churches in the world. The church was founded in 1981 by Bishop Oyedepo and has grown into a globally recognized congregation with over 6 million members in 147 countries. The church has its headquarters, which is known as Faith Tabernacle. The headquarters has one of the largest single congregations in the world, with about 50,000 worshipers every Sunday. The massive hall holds multiple services every Sunday, all filled to the brim with worshipers. But it is not just about the numbers. Living Faith's influence stretches far beyond its Sunday services. Its mission began with Oyedepo's divine vision in 1981 and focuses on giving people freedom from oppression through the teaching of faith, which is evident in its name. Millions of people worldwide can relate to Oyedepo's message, resulting in its massive growth. Living Faith Church has made a profound impact on millions of lives, with over 21,000 churches in Nigeria and thousands across the world. Bishop Oyedepo's teachings emphasize prosperity and supernatural healing. His powerful vision of a global church network has turned the Living Faith Church into a spiritual and educational powerhouse, as the church established some of the most respected institutions in Nigeria, like Covenant University and Landmark University. The church's annual gatherings, like Shiloh, draw millions of people from around the globe. These events are not only a place for worship, but for life-changing teachings that inspire faith and empowerment. If you have not been to Shiloh, you should consider attending it this year. From the very beginning, Living Faith Church's mission was clear, which was to bring liberation to people and communities. And today, it has transformed millions of lives and spread hope all over the world. At number 10 is the Church of the Island, USA. Church of the Highlands, which is located in Birmingham, Alabama, is one of the largest churches in not just the United States, but the world. The church has about 60,000 members in attendance every week. Well, its success is not just in its massive number of members, but also its powerful impact on communities. It has 25 branches spread across Alabama and into Georgia, and is widely known for its unique multi-site model, where the senior pastor, Chris Hodges, preaches through live-streamed video with audiences in various branches, connecting people from Huntsville to Mobile and even as far as Columbus, Georgia. One of the secrets to this church's massive growth is its focus on small groups and growing communities. These groups aim at creating a sense of belonging and helping people to connect and grow in their faith on a personal level. The church is also big on outreach, always looking for ways to care for communities. From providing resources for those in need to organizing missions locally and globally, the Church of the Highlands aims to make a lasting difference in the lives of people worldwide, particularly its members. Another reason the church has grown so rapidly is its practical and relatable teaching. Instead of focusing on complex theology, Pastor Chris and the team of pastors present messages that anyone can understand and apply in their daily lives. The teachings resonate with a number of people from different spheres of life, attracting a number of people. Whether it's through the kids' ministry, youth programs, or dynamic worship services, the Church of the Highlands strives to meet the needs of every single one of its members, irrespective of their differences. The heart of this church is the people. The church's aim is to connect its members with God and encourage unity. This deep sense of community and purpose is what has turned the Church of the Highlands into not just a church, but a movement that's changing lives all around Alabama and beyond. And that's the 10 biggest churches in the world. The sizes of these churches are incredible, but what's more amazing is how some of these pastors attract so many members. But you'll be shocked to know that most of these pastors don't care that much about the members. Check out this next video where we talk about a popular pastor with a huge membership, but the truth behind his legacy is dark.